Hello, this is Harvey from Comic Book Bin, filling you in since 2002. Zabu is Ka-zar or Ka-zar's pet sabertooth or guardian sabertooth. Apparently, he's the one who raised Ka-zar since he was abandoned as a child. So Zabu came as part of a Build-a-figure wave. I've only got a few of the figures. I haven't received them because I was able to buy Zabu by itself without having to buy all the other figures. So the other figures came from another vendor, not from the same, and without the Zabu parts. I'm trying to be a bit smarter and more efficient in my action figure collecting, not buying figures that I don't want. Most of the figures in that wave I did not want. I only wanted Zabu, Ka-zar, and obviously Icarus. The other guys, I didn't want them. So this merchant was selling Zabu alone, and another merchant was also selling Zabu alone, but it was more expensive, so I got it from that other one. The other figures will be coming, the Icarus and Ka-zar will be coming to me very soon. What can we say about Zabu? Well, it's a great figure. The only interest I had in this wave was him mostly. That's what Build-A-Figures are for. You're supposed to attract collectors like me and make them want to buy all the figures. Thankfully, some retailers have gotten the cue and are not forcing people to buy all the figures that they don't want to buy. Sorry, Hasbro. I can't review Zabu without looking at a bunch of other animal action figures that we've got in the last few years, including Tigra, who's human. Zabu is a Marvel Legend action figure. It's one of the first animals that they have. They had the dog from Guardian of the Galaxy, but that one I didn't want to get. First of all, it was too small. I didn't believe that it was the proper size for a Build-A-Figure, like many other collectors. Most of the animals I've got come from the G.I. Joe classified line. I've got a couple of Fionas, the crocodile, but I also have the new Junkyard figure, which I haven't reviewed Junkyard yet, but I will have to very soon. Timber, that came with Snake Eyes, the original Timber. Gwene, whatever her name was, Guinevere something from the Dungeon and Dragon line. Not the one from the movie with the multiple spikes, but the original one. It's not the same character, but the other one was also a panther, a Black Panther. So that's a very beautiful figure. It's also one of the first animals from Hasbro from a few years back. So this is the granddaddy of all the animals at Hasbro. I've got Tigra over here. That she felt right at home with Zabu and company. And obviously Battle Cat from He-Man, one of the Battle Cats. I don't remember which one it is, but that's my Battle Cat. And He-Man in the back. Tigra will give you an idea of the scale of Mr. or Mrs. Zabu. Obviously Tigra is a female action figure, so a bit smaller. So this is how she fits with Zabu. If we take another Marvel action figure, sorry Angel, you're in danger since cats don't like birds. With the Vulcan build, this is how the average Marvel Legend figure will look next to Zabu, which means that it can probably jump on Zabu's back, a bit like Battle Cat and He-Man. Now, what I like about the Zabu action figure is the texture of the hair all over the body. The tail is a bit small. Perhaps I would have liked a longer tail, but the articulation are the same one that were used for Guinevere or whatever her name is, except it looks less like a puppet. In this case, Guinevere has the exact same parts, it seems. So paws, forearms, arms that can also stretch a bit, articulated paws, like I said. The neck is a separate part. The head is a separate part also. The mouth is movable. The body can curl a bit, but not too much. Hind legs, tail, so on. So this is a granddaddy of most of Hasbro's animal action figures. This is the standard, and Zabu just raises the standard, looking so good next to the other pets. I'm happy to see that no parts from Zabu were reused anywhere, which is not the same with Timber and Junkyard, whose paws are the same, or appear to be very much the same. So at least one part was reused with them. At least the paws were used. But that's okay, I'm not complaining. This is actually a very good use of an existing sculpt. Zabu is completely new. You can sense the power of that figure as he jumps, but he can also sit, but you have to be careful not to bend the hind legs too much. This here feels a bit fragile, like it could break, so I don't want to bend too much. I just got Zabu today, so I don't want to break him. But you see, moving the torso and the tummy feels very natural, very smooth, like that. It's going to be very good if you want to make him take some kind of pause. Zabu's head moves pretty well. The part of the neck here is on a different ball joint. fine. I'm not able to raise his head too much. You can lower it, but this is the highest it will go. Zabu's mouth is articulated. Next to Battle Cat, Zabu looks great. Next to Guinevere, Zabu's girlfriend from Dungeon and Dragon, looks great. Actually, I'm probably gonna use Guinevere with the Baroness if I can find some kind of collar so she can control Guinevere. This is Tigra, top of Zabu. This Tigra is the second one that came in the West Coast Avenger 5-pack. In this case, Tigra does not need Zabu. She's probably as athletic as Zabu, but this is how it would look if Tigra or Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, or whatever her name is, were to stand on top of Zabu eventually. So I like these figures. I like animals. It's funny, animals have this special thing when you get them. They're special. They're different than other action figures, and it feels weird, but it's like a must-have. I feel like I need to get those animals. I don't know why. I think they're groovy, most of all. So I have this feeling that I need to get those animals. That's life. That's the plight of the action figure collector. We want things we don't need. So this is Hervé from Comic Book Bin. Like and subscribe. Tell me how you feel about Zabu and all the other animals, including Tigra, Battle Cat, E-Man, Guinevere, Junkyard, and Timber.